Well, this was the scene today at UW-Madison as hundreds of students took to Library Mall on campus to protest the conflict in Gaza. Today's demonstration is just one that's happening as more cries from campuses across the country demand a divestment from Israel. Arman Rahman is there right now. Arman, what are you hearing from students on campus?
Yes, Brady, as you can probably see and hear behind me, things have started up again just in the last few minutes with students walking around, forming a barrier around the encampment and chanting "Free Palestine" and for the university to divest from business dealings with corporations that fund Israel. Now I'm going to step out of the frame a little bit so you can see things started up here again because a professor that is part of the organizers for this protest said that after talks with the university that, quote, did not go great, they believe that law enforcement will enter. Now, as I've been here for the past hour, I have seen law enforcement officials gather at the outskirts of the encampment, mostly over by the State Street area right now. But they have not entered the encampment yet. The protesters say they are forming a wall. They don't want to see any police come inside of the encampment. There's about 20 or so tents right now set up, which of course is against campus policy. Now, there has been in the last couple of hours a statement from the university. I believe we're going to pull that up now, where campus officials say they're willing to discuss student demands, but say in part once compliance with campus policy and state law has been achieved and tents have been removed from campus property, we as campus leaders stand ready to meet with campus organizers to discuss their standards. Now, again, the organizers said those talks are not going the way that they want to now, so they are preparing for law enforcement to enter. I'll be here throughout the night, and you can check back in with us live here as things develop. For now, sending it back to you, Brady.
Thank you, Arman. Well, UW student groups are demanding the university to divest from companies listed on the American Friends Service Committee. That's a group with a history of divestment campaigns. The list includes American companies of Boeing, Caterpillar, and Northrop Grumman. Those, along with roughly half of the 33 on the AFSC list, are members of the S&P 500. So why this matters is because many investment management companies set up mutual or exchange-traded funds based on the S&P. Investment funds are made up of pooled money put into those, leaving very little control over single stocks. So when a university invests endowment money into a mutual fund, for example, it's either all or nothing. The dozen or so companies only make up 0.03% of S&P stocks. So this can make it hard to divest and, as some argue, will not make much of a difference because, remember, if someone is selling, another is buying. The Wisconsin Foundation and Alumni Association says their investment operations are overseen by an investment committee, saying they do not take directives on how to invest donor money from any parties outside of our board. The University of Wisconsin Foundation and Alumni Association does not disclose what their investments are in, so it's unclear if they are actually invested in Israeli-involved companies. This is one issue students who gathered at about 9 this morning. They're demanding more clarity on that. A group of students started the day walking down State Street holding signs that said "Free Palestine." The university has said those who violate its policies for protesting could face consequences, but the pushback doesn't seem to faze their efforts.
I think it's frankly embarrassing and shameful that the university is more worried about tents on a lawn than the genocide being perpetuated against the people of Gaza.
Students say they hope the continued chants and cries for change send a message beyond their campus grounds.